Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st down, Jacob Eason.
He's got Jack Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 16, Eason. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up from offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Eason sets to throw it.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Eason to throw.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the 2nd meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. First and 10, Eason.
He's got it to Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Eason.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down. From the gun is Eason. Complete to Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Eason. Left side, Doyle with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give for Taylor running right side. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Eason. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tavon Austin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Derrick Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking to throw. Eason. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, Eason. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Eason. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's Rodgers on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 54 tomorrow. Check 54 tomorrow.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shreds the tackle. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 58, boys, 58.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Titans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eason sets to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Eason to throw.
This goes out right to Doyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
First and 10, Eason. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Eason. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Eason. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the bootleg. Eason. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eason. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Eason. Caught on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Blankenship out for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do.